Okay, so first, you were filling in positives and negatives. Give me something that we know visually what makes a negative number. Visually, what makes a negative number? Ash. Yeah, it has a negative sign. So a negative number will physically have a negative sign, which means a positive number will what? Not have a negative sign. So there's something that we know. Okay? What do we know about the number line as far as positive and negatives? Jackson, what do we know about the negative numbers on a number line?
They are left of 0.
Yeah, they're to the left of 0. So all of my number lines start at 0, and to the left of 0 are my negatives, which means my positives are?
To the right side.
So you should be writing positive numbers are to the right side. What else do we know? What can we put in the middle? Addie?
Oh, I would have something for the negative.
Go ahead, what'd you have for the negatives?
They're less than 0.
They're less than 0. Good, I like it. Cooper?
For the middle, you could put both a number.
Both are real numbers, yeah. Go ahead. Emma?
What would you put in the middle?
They're both integers.
They could both be integers as long as they're those 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Leland?
They're both start at 0.
Yeah, they have to start at 0. Good.
They're both on the number line.
Love that, Trenton. They're both on the number line. Okay? So that's filling us in for a lot of the stuff on that Venn diagram. Basics with that number line. Okay? Questions there. Okay, we're going to come back to the packet. Right now we're going to talk about some of our stuff that's not on the packet. So, we are in, does this work? Yes. We are in, officially, Module 2.
Lesson 1.
We are in Lesson 1. And if you look at what it says opposite quantities combined to make 0, which is absolutely the worst name of a lesson I think I've ever seen. So we're going to go, mine's probably bad too, but we're going to just change it because sometimes I think I'm better than Engage New York. This would be one of those times. We're going to call Lesson 1 0 pairs and absolute values. And I know some of you are thinking, hey, Mr. H, why hasn't there been a video on Google Classroom lately? Well, because we've been reviewing a lot. There's been the pre-lessons. Tomorrow we jump right back into it, where we're going to have that differentiated classroom up, where there's some people going to be on the computer, some people are going to be at the table. But for the most part, it's going to be just like this. The first couple lessons in Module 2, I feel very strongly that you guys are going to rock out. So, we are going to start off with a word that hopefully, or words, that hopefully you have seen and heard before. Okay, let's see how we can do this. So I'm going to think. Can we see all this? Can we see it? That's the thing. Can we see the title? Oh no. Oh no. There it is.
There we go.
So I'm going to think nice and hard. What is absolute value? Carter? Okay, Carter can't read minds. Let's try again. What is absolute value? Cooper?
The value of the number.
Cooper, no. No. Brayden, are you just scratching or are you raising your hand?
Scratching.
Come on, what's the absolute value?
Is it the value of an absolute number?
So maybe let's give it.
Let's go with,
Symbol now.
so let's talk about the symbol. Then we'll come back to it. What symbol does absolute value have? Good. Not brackets. Jackson? Show me with your hands. What is it? Because here's what's parentheses. What does an Ella? Good. 2 straight lines.
Oh, one of those.
Oh, there we go. Light bulb. So the way that I would say this is the absolute value of the number is. So now we're saying what is an absolute value? And it has to do with distance. Andy. Thank you, Andy. It is the distance from 0. Andy, that is awesome, man. Okay, so you guys are going to kind of help me. We're going to try to reason our way through absolute value right now in a real world situation. So this board right here is my home. That board is the school. Corbin, you're going to count. You ready? Corbin. I think you've missed what you're doing here. So I'm going to take a step. You're going to count. Okay, you're out loud. With your mouth open. Okay, you ready? 1, good.
2,
Good. 3. How far am I from my home to the school?
3 steps.
3 steps. Okay, Corbin. So now I'm going from the school to the home. You ready?
1, 2, 3.
Corbin, why wasn't I -3 away? You said I was +3 this way, but now I'm +3 this way too? Do you say, I'm -7 miles from home? do you laugh like that? Because that'd be awesome. No, you don't go, okay, so how far away am I? 3 steps. It doesn't matter the direction that I'm going because distance will always have to be what? What does distance have to be? Positive. So we're going to put a little star there. Distance is always positive. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit better with this board, Mr. Armstrong. Slowly. So it's never negative, it's always positive. Okay, so I'm going to put a number line up here. 0 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here's my first example. Bless you. I have the absolute value of 5 equals. So when I show the absolute value of 5, my number is 5. I start at 0 always, and I go to 5. Let's move this a little bit. Please don't fall. There we go. Okay? So we're saying this as the absolute value of 5. Sit up, please. What is the absolute value of 5? Remember, this is the distance from 0. 5. That's it. That is the absolute value. It's the distance from 0. It is 5. Well, what's going on here? There we go. What if I want the absolute value of -5? Well, again, I'd start at 0, and I'd go to -5. Jaden? So how far is it from 0? What's the distance? Remember, distance is always positive. So what's it going to be? Very good. It's going to be 5. Okay? Absolute value will be positive. Now there's a reason why we did this one first. So now we're getting into the next term, which are 0 pairs. What do we think 0 pairs are? Okay. So say it again. This thing's really loud. Very good. 2 numbers added together to equal 0. So I'm going to change it a little bit, use more mathematical terminology. The sum, that says the SU, the sum, nope. Try again, Mr. H, erase. The sum, there we go, of 2 opposite numbers. The sum of two opposite numbers. What will the sum of two opposite numbers always be? Come on, I should see more hands than two of us. Come on, come on, come on. What's the sum of the two opposite numbers going to be? Jackson. Yeah. Must be 0. Now wait a minute. 0 pairs. If we're taking two opposite numbers, adding them together to get 0, this is a property we've already done. What property adds two opposites to get a 0? So if you need to go to your notes, you should have these in your notes. Ozzy, what do you think?
Additive inverse.
Very good, sir. To form 0 pairs, this is the additive inverse property. Okay, the additive inverse property is how we get 0 pairs. Slight technical difficulties. Wait. Look at my nice shirt. Oh yeah, it's very nice. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Oh, thanks. Okay. New board. Can we show the additive inverse property on a number line? And the answer is absolutely. So, first off, I need you to understand one thing. I can always rewrite any addition problem as a subtraction problem. Most of you have not added negatives before. Most of you have seen subtraction. 5 plus negative 5 is the same as saying 5 minus 5. What is 5 minus 5? Please raise your hands. Stephen. 0. I'm telling you those are the same. But we are really focused on these next couple lessons just on addition. I know because of the additive inverse property, I have my number and its opposite, they will equal 0 as well. But how do I show this on a number line? So I've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's negative 5, 2, 3, 4, there's positive 5. So there are a lot of different ways to show how we're counting. More importantly though, where do we start? Taylor, where am I going to start on this number line? At 0. The way that I like to teach this is I'm a small man, but now I'm going to pretend that I'm a really small man, and I'm going to stand on that number line. Here I am. When I see the word or the number positive 5, positive tells me all about direction. Positive and negatives are direction. Positive tells me to go which direction though? Leland? To the right. So my small little guy on the number line now faces to the right. How many am I going, Leland? Yep. So now I go from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm here at 5. And then I face back forward. Here I am standing at 5. Then it says positive. Woo! Going to the right. Oh, but then it says negative 5. Negative means reverse. Chip. So now I'm going this direction. How many do I have to go to get negative 5? Ozzy? 5. So now I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's how I'm getting my 0. Everybody with me there? So let's do negative 8 plus something equals 0. I'm not so much worried about the blank yet as I am about you showing me wow. You can't count, Mr. H. There we go. So on a number line, show me how you're going to go to negative 8 and back to 0. Go ahead. Give you about 12 seconds. On a number line, show me how you're going to negative 8 and then back to 0.
Make make sure you're putting this down on your number line. Okay, let's talk about this. So we have -8 plus some number is going to give us 0. Give me directions on how we should represent this on our number line. Ella.
We will start it and then we go right. Or yeah. Wait, hold on.
So where did you start on your number line?
I started at -8.
Okay, so you started at -8.
To get to 0, I went to the right 8.
8 places? Okay, so I'm going to do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put a line right there. So, how many places did we move? Show me with your hands. Everybody, show me with your hands. How many places did we move? Okay. In what direction? Raise your hand, please. To the Leland? Do we move to the left?
right.
So we move to the right. If we move to the right on the number line, what is that going in a positive direction or a negative direction?
Positive.
Okay, positive. So given that information, what number, what digit are we going to fill in our blank to give us 0? Raise your hand, please. Shelby. 8. Okay? We moved 8 places to the right to end up at 0, which tells us we can use a positive 8 to give us our 0 pair.
So the thing that I want us to start focusing on is we're starting at one place, put that arrowhead on it so I can see the direction that we're going. And then that's showing me my -8. I still need to see which direction we're going. Positive 8, you have to show me the directions. Okay? We're gonna do one more problem. So let's say we've got 5 plus -5 minus 4 plus 1. So before you start, what are we focusing on today? Addition or subtraction? Colin? Addition. So how can I rewrite this 5 plus a -5 minus 4? How can I write the -4 as addition, Colin? Not plus just a regular 4. You're close. Plus a -4. So this will be a plus -4. Okay? So make your number line. Because this is an easy way. That's a -9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So watch what I'm going to do. So we can use the bunny hops. We can use a straight line. I'm going to use a straight line this time. I start at 0. My first step is +5, so I have to go to the right. 0 to +5. That shows me my first number. My second number is already at 5, but now I'm going -5. And I go to the left. Everybody still with me there? Okay, there's my additive inverse, my 0 pair. Now I need to add another -4. Tyne, which way will adding a -4 go? To the right or to the left? To the left. So now I go over -4, and then I have to go +1, which is to the right. That gives me a positive, or no, it doesn't. It gives me a -3. That's how we can use that number line to do basic addition. Questions on that? So go back to your packet once you have that copied down. Let's do this. On the back side of the front, it says example 2. There are 2 blanks and an A, B, and C. Go. You can work with your group. That's it. Done.